Yeah. Hi folks, it's James here. I just thought I'd let you know, first of all, I found the rest of those digital codes, so I'll put them up first, and if anyone's wanting them, you can have them. So the first one I've got here, I think it's for Despicable Me 2. So let's put that in front of the camera, see if we can all see that. There you go. This one is for Fury. As I say, just remember, I don't know if these all work because they might have been used, but if you want to try them, if they do work or they are redeemed, maybe put something in the comments. So here's the other one. Desolation of Smog. Here's a Star Trek Beyond one. There you go. I have got a couple other ones, and again I don't know if these have been used or not, and that's the Dark Knight Rises. Oh, I seem to have two Dark Knight Rises, so there you go. I've also got the Maze Runner. What's this one? This one's the Curse of Chucky. There you go. And the last one, a little bit crumpled, and this one is for Creed. Do that with my two hands. Come on, focus, camera. There we go. So there you go. That's fine. So that's the ones that I found there. So it's just a quick short video today. Just went out after work and I got a couple of pickups. So I will show you what I got. I just wanted to do a wee shout out to Ian, and he's seen my video and he had a copy of Ghostbusters 1 and 2, so that was great. And he came out to me and said he wanted to fancy doing a swap, so we managed to work something out. To be honest, I didn't work something out right away, but he said he would just send it to me anyway, and if I came across something then we'd work that out. But I managed to, I forgot a couple of things that I hadn't done, and we're going to exchange those, so that's great. That's what I like about doing the YouTube videos, because I think as collectors, if we are looking for stuff, it's really good to work together and see if we can find that, looking in Poundlands, looking at in CEXs, because some of the postage costs for CEX and things like that are quite expensive. So, and not only that, it's always quite difficult to get them. So I did go into CEX today, and I did still have about £2 credit left, not a massive amount, but they had the 3 movies that were quite cheap that I actually did want to get on Blu-ray, so I took them. And that is I've got the American Pie trilogy. So starting off with American Pie. Now, what year did this come out? I want to say 1999, because I remember watching this one on video on a Philips VHS player. So I went and bought it in Virgin Megastore. So, and I thought it was a great film at the time. And actually, because I'd done that, we actually went to see American Pie 2 in the cinema. So we've done that. I think I also went to see American Pie The Wedding in the cinema. But when I got to the wedding, I think, that was the sort of last one that I went to see in the cinema, because the reunion one, I think it's only got the guys in it. None of the girls came back for that in that one, and I just got that on DVD, I think. So I'm happy to do that, and I paid totally £2.50, but I think I had £2 credit, so I ended up paying I think it might have been even 47p or something like that. So delighted to get that. I also checked out one of my usual charity shops, and that's the Bethany shop, and they did have a couple. They had 4 or 5 Blu-rays in there, but I ended up, they usually do them for £2 each, I ended up only taking 2, and the first one I took was the classic of Ghost. There you go, I picked that one up. I actually didn't take this, that's a rookie mistake from me. I normally check the discs before I buy them. Let's have a little look. Perfect condition, it's fine. You know, most of the Blu-rays there's very rarely you get a scratched one in there, so that's very happy picked that up. And a classic movie I've actually never seen, and I just remember the last line, but I say again, this is the 70th anniversary 2-disc collector's edition of, still sealed, it's not even been opened, of Gone with the Wind. So I picked up those two, and it says 8 hours of bonus content. That's quite a lot for watching one film, you know. That's probably about 10 hours there. I also did go to the cinema last night. I've got that Meerkats thing where you get 2 for 1, and so we decided, to be honest, I was on a whim. Myself and my wife got the mother-in-law to watch the kids, which was quite good. And we actually didn't know what we were going to see, and we didn't know what was actually in. We did actually want to see Skyscraper. I know a lot of people have slated it and things like that, but it's been out for a while, so the only showing was at 9:30, and that would have been far too late to get back to the kids and stuff. So we had a little, this was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we weren't going to wait 6 hours. So they had a couple of showings. They had Ant-Man and the Wasp, and they also had a Mission Impossible Fallout. So I said we were just going out for a bit of fun, so we just said, which one do you want to watch? And my wife chose Mission Impossible Fallout. And actually, it was a really good movie, I felt. I've seen a couple of reviews on it saying that it's got a generic plot, but I thought the plot was really good. I also sort of really started to appreciate the stunts Tom Cruise done in the movie. I don't want to do any spoilers for you, but there's one stunt where he actually breaks his ankle in real life in it, and you can see it happening in the movie, and he still gets up and runs after that he's done that. The rest of the shot, I think it must have been shot months later or something like that, but you can see the leg bursting, or the ankle bursting. Also, he learned to fly a helicopter for it, so some of the action sequences are good. Another high point, I thought, Henry Cavill, who, again, don't want to spoil it for you, but he plays a sidekick, sort of, in this movie, and he actually played a really, really good part. Simon Pegg is always good in these films as well. I always think he's quite nice. Well, you know what? I actually forgot what his name is in the movie. Oh, Benji. Yeah. So I think that there's a little bit comedic action when Simon Pegg's involved, and I think it always works well. So I really enjoyed that movie, and to be honest, I'm hoping to do a few more movie trips. Maybe next week if I get the old mum, not the old, sorry, the mother-in-law into and the granddad into maybe watch the kids, just to get a wee escape for half an hour or so on there. Well, not half an hour, a couple of hours, and I might do that next week because I do like watching movies. And at the cinema, I went to View. Really great. It was 2 for 1 on the Meerkats, and also they've done it all up so every seat is a recliner, and $5.99 for both of us to get in there. So great. I actually did spend more than that on food though. I overindulged a little bit, but that's what you do when you go to the movies, isn't it? So there you go. So that's just a short video today, just to show you a little bit of pickups, those extra digital codes, and to give you a little bit of my thoughts on Mission Impossible Fallout. Yeah, so again, anybody wants to comment on any movies, Mission Impossible Fallout, anything, or they've got any interactions they want to do, this is the best bit of doing YouTube, when people do comments and you speak to them and learn things about different movie collectors. So I really do appreciate everyone watching. Thanks very much. See you later, guys.